Welcome to the introduction video for TopView logic functions. This video will give a quick overview and demonstration of logic functions, a powerful built-in scripting and expression engine within TopView. Let's start with a quick overview of logic functions. TopView logic functions allow the user to perform logic operations and calculations involving one or more inputs. The inputs to the logic are typically one or more current tag values. The return value from a logic function, the function result, can be monitored just like any other tag in TopView, allowing the user to apply alarm conditions and notifications to the function result. So why would you use logic functions? TopView alarms are often based on conditions relating to the current value of a tag or point. In some cases, more advanced logic is required to define the alarm condition. This may include the comparison of multiple tag values, performing if then else logic, and arithmetic. You may also want to create summary values, for example, the total flow based on multiple flow meters. With logic functions, the possibility of what you can do is almost limitless. Logic functions are based on the Visual Basic.NET language and the .NET framework. Users can script logic with decision-making statements like if then else. They can create and use variables and perform mathematical operations on the inputs. The easiest way to really understand logic functions is to see a few examples. In this TopView configuration, I added 3 tags to the monitored tag list. If I launch the TopView engine for this configuration, the current value of the 3 tags will be displayed. The TopView engine can run interactively or as a Windows service. I launched it interactively, which is better for testing logic functions. The first logic function I create will be a simple function that returns the value 5.1. To create or edit logic functions, choose Logic Functions from the Global Settings section of the left menu. I will create a new function named 5.1. Each function allows you to optionally pass in values called arguments. For this example, there are no arguments. For the function code, I will enter a comment, then the code required to return the value 5.1. To verify that the function was written correctly, I can save and check the code. I can also test the function using the test button. And you can see the test result 5.1 is displayed. Now I'd like to monitor the result of this function in TopView. Most TopView logic function results will be monitored in TopView by adding a TopView user tag to the monitored tag list. Once the user tag is added, the function is assigned to the operation field of the user tag. TopView user tags are tags that you can add to the monitored tag list that are not coming from your data server. The value of a user tag is generated by the operation assigned to the user tag. In this case, we will use the FCN operation to assign the value of the function to the user tag. To create a logic function user tag, click Add Other Items, Logic Function Result, and choose the function 5.1. Enter the optional name for the user tag, and click OK. You can see that a user tag has been added to the monitored tag list. The suffix of the user tag is the name that I assigned to it. Also, under Tag Settings, the operation for the tag was set to FCN 5.1. The FCN operation is used to call a logic function. The result of the function will be assigned to the user tag. To show this, I will save and launch the TopView engine. And you can see that the function result 5.1 is the value of my user tag. The second function I create will return the average of the 3 tags from my data server that I'm already monitoring. First, I return to the screen to create and edit logic functions. I'll create a new function named average3. For the average function, I need to pass in 3 values to be averaged. This is configured by entering 3 function arguments separated by commas. You can select the name of each argument, and we suggest that you choose a name that properly represents the data. For this example, I'll keep it simple and use the names val1, val2, and val3. Next, I need to write the function code to return the average of the three values. Next, I'll save and test the function. And if I test the function for the values 5, 10, and 30, the average should be 15. Now that I've tested the function, I'll create a new user tag whose value will be the average of the first three tags in my tag list. I'll click Add Other Items, Logic Function Result, and choose the average 3 function. For the user tag name, I'll enter average. The user tag is added to the list, and the operation is configured to call the new average3 function. The next step is to replace val1, val2, and val3 with the current value of the three tags itagf 0, 11, 12, and 13. First, I'll click the operation editor to simplify editing of the operation string. Logic function operations support TopView placeholders. One of these placeholders returns the current value of a tag. I will replace val1, val2, and val3 with a tag value placeholder for my three tags. The tag value button will create this placeholder for a selected tag and will copy the placeholder to the clipboard so I can paste it into my operation. Now that I've configured the operation, I can run the TopView engine to test the average function. The TopView engine window shows my new user tag, which displays the average of the first three tags in my tag list. If I hover the mouse over the average value, the tooltip will display the details of the function, including the current argument values. The last logic function example will accept three values and return the number of values that are greater than 150. Therefore, the function result can be 0, 1, 2, or 3. We've already been through most of the steps. The major difference will be the function code. I'll create a new function named how many above 150. Again, I need to name the three arguments. For the code, I will create a variable to hold and return the count. I'll then check each value and increment the count if the value exceeds 150. To save time, I've already written the code. But let's look at the details. I first create a variable called count, which is an integer. I set its value to 0. I then check each of the passed in values, and if the value is greater than 150, then I increment the count. At the end of the function, I return the count. I can now test the function. If I test this function for the values 140, 145, and 170, the function result should be 1 because only one of these is greater than 150. I'll now repeat many of the same steps to create a user tag for the new function. Now that I've created the user tag, I can test it by launching the TopView engine. If you examine the first 3 tags, you can see that the new count user tag displays the number of tags with a current value above 150. So now it's time to implement your own logic functions. This demonstration video showed you the basics, and hopefully you can take this information and start implementing your own logic and expressions within TopView. Once you get started, don't hesitate to contact us with any questions. For more information on TopView, please take a look at the other Excel TopView videos or visit our website at excel.com.